Hi, first grade team. We miss you guys. I hope that everybody's doing well. I'm Miss Keen, and I am back for another read aloud today. So, the book we're reading today is going to be very silly. You can decide if it's fiction or nonfiction. I think you will quickly be able to tell. Remember, fiction is fantasy or things that cannot happen in real life, and nonfiction is real life or things that really do happen or books that give you information. So, the skill that we are going to practice is actually the same skill as we practiced many other times in the past, but it's the best skill I think that goes with this book. So, if you want to take some notes on the book or write down BME, beginning, middle, end, maybe write down some of the events that happen in the story. This is what a retelling, this is like my little chart, my anchor chart that helps me remember what retelling is. So when you retell a story, there's 5 things that you do. You find the setting, where does the story take place, the characters, who are the people or the animals that are in the story, the problem, what's the problem in the story? Oh no, it looks like the lock got locked in this picture. So in the story, is there a problem? Are there events, which is the roller coaster, BME, beginning, middle, end. You got to tell your reader all about what happened in the story. And then at the end is the solution. How did they solve the problem, or how was the problem solved? And the little heart in the middle is the lesson. What lesson could be learned from the story? So we can talk about this a little bit at the end, and I'll take a picture of this and post it on Dojo for anybody who'd like to see the retelling chart. Again, I want to put this up behind me. Maybe I can put it up there. Can't really see it. Looks like we're in the forest, doesn't it? Wouldn't that be nice? It's just a big picture that I have in my basement. Anyway, okay, friends, are you ready? Today's read aloud is called The Pirate Jamboree by Mark Teague. So you might know some No David books. Those are a lot. Those are Mark Teague's, I think, most famous books right now. No David books have less words. This one has more words, and it's written from the perspective of a pirate. So I may say some words that you're like, what word is that? What is she saying? What's she talking about? You can always pause it and ask what that word is. And you could also look up like special pirate words that people say in stories and in real life when they're pretending to be pirates, because pirates use a very interesting vocabulary. It's also what makes this book kind of fun to read. So if I make some mistakes while I'm reading it, I'm just going to go back and reread, because good readers and fluent readers always go back to reread when they make mistakes, even when you're an old lady like me, right? Okay, so The Pirate Jamboree by Mark Teague. Let's take a look at the picture, or the title. Title page, I mean. Here's the spine, back cover. On the back it says, join Blackbeard Johnson, Eye Patch Sue, Captain Gunderboom, Pegleg Jones, and more for a swashbuckling adventure. The back. Okay. The Pirate Jamboree. A whole bunch of pirates, all doing crazy stuff. The Pirate Jamboree. What do you see in that picture? I wonder if that's any predictions we could make there. What might this book be about? I see a dog and a cat and a boy posting a sign that says, Pirate Jamboree. To Ava. Looks like there's a dad going to work, some kids out in the front that are playing make-believe pirates. That looks fun. Has anybody been playing make-believe pirates at home while you've been home? That could be a fun game to play, as long as you're safe and you're not actually poking anyone with anything sharp, right? Because pirates sometimes carry swords. So be careful if you're doing that. Okay, here we go. Morning comes, the ships appear, surging o'er the summer sea, while from their decks a lusty cheer. It's time for the Pirate Jamboree. Jamboree. I wonder what that word means. Jamboree. We'll come back to it, because that's one of the most important words in the book. It's part of the title. Look at them, this scurvy brood, rascals of every kind, sailing across the neighborhood with mischief on their mind. Mischief. What do you think mischief means? Mischief looks like this. Mischief. They crave adventure. They buckle, swash. Danger they won't flee. These desperados on their way to the pirate Jamboree. You figured out what Jamboree might mean yet? Maybe like a pirate party. Let's see. Okay. The Johnson brothers are first in line. Bluebeard, Blackbeard, and Beigebeard too. Three terrors of the seven seas, and each a scoundrel through and through. So they're not very kind pirates, but they each have a different color beard, which is kind of funny. Look at the dolphins in that picture. Right behind them, Shark-Toothed Jane. A clever outlaw she, her ship is fancy, far from plain. All thanks to piracy. Hey, I wonder if we could make an inference here. Her ship is fancy, thanks to piracy. I wonder what that means. Do you think that she paid for all the things that she has on that boat that make it fancy? All thanks to piracy. Her ship is fancy. Talk about that one or think about that one a little bit. That's making an inference. The author doesn't say it, but you can infer it from what you know. And look, you lovers. It's Eye Patch Sue with her curving scimitar. I don't know what that word means. Her parrot wears an eye patch too and mutters curses near and far. Ooh, curses. Ahoy, there's Captain Gunderboom. My maiden name is Gunderson, and I wish my maiden name was Gunderboom. That sounds pretty funny. Ahoy, there's Captain Gunderboom with cannons strewn across the boat. I wonder where he finds the room. I wonder how he stays afloat. It's a good thing to wonder. There's a lot of cannons on that ship. So remember, are you keeping track of what's happening in the story? Who are the characters so far? What happened in the beginning? What might the problem be? Okay, here we go. I don't know. We might not have seen the problem yet either. And finally, we meet Pegleg Jones, adrift upon the salty sea. Underneath the skull and bones, his turn to host the Jamboree. Uh-oh. Host the Jamboree, it says, welcome, pirates. Oh, there's balloons? What could you infer? Oh, there's potato chips and juice boxes? A Jamboree is a party. Did you say party? If you did, you're a smart cookie. With grappling hooks, the pirates swoop from every ship at sea, while Jones lets loose a welcoming whoop to start the Jamboree. Look at that. There, he looks a little scared on the right side there. Wow. That's funny. Mark Teague is a very good illustrator. He illustrates and writes his stories. There's this picture. Oh boy. They bundle over Pegleg's bed. Aye, a wrecking crew. A lampshade lands on Sharktooth's head. A table topples too. Eye Patch plunders Pegleg's chest. I wonder, would he mind? She grabs the things that she likes best and leaves the rest behind. She's the character, remember, that has a fancy ship and she gets it from piracy. So what did she just do? She just grabbed all the things that she likes best and left the rest behind. Lampshades, tables, these guys are making a mess. And look, there's Captain Gunderboom with cannons in the hall, shooting missiles across the room that splatters to the wall. And now the Malays in full swing. The Johnsons shout and roar, making a mess of everything as they tumble over the floor. Oh my goodness. What a mess. But what is this? But what is this? A ship ahoy! They train their telescopes to see. Oh no, they cry. It can't be so. It really cannot be. Uh-oh. Who's coming? Their enemy? All those pirates look so nervous. This page makes me laugh. Who is coming? Alas, the dreaded Mrs. Jones, in her black-sailed ship of doom, ship of terror, ship of bones. It's the SS Clean Your Room. I wonder if there was any imagination happening in this story. If those boys we saw in the beginning are maybe imagining these pirates. That could be a good inference to make in the story. Run away, the pirates cry. Overboard they flee till only Pegleg lags behind to face his destiny. What does that mean about Pegleg and Mrs. Jones? Who is Mrs. Jones to Pegleg? Lots of inferences we could make. I should also show you the inferences page. It's evening now. The sky turns gold. The pirates' time is short. Dinner and bed now lie ahead in every quiet port. Looks like this pirate went home. It's interesting, they're at your house and the ships are sailing away in the same picture. There they are brushing their teeth. Tonight they'll dream of wild deeds, no more to run away, telling themselves that they'll return to fight another day. There's the beards. The blue beard, the beige beard, and the black beard. And in the morning they'll set sail, their ships once more at sea. Another day, another tale, another pirate jamboree. What a beautiful picture. Look, that ocean looks nice to swim in, maybe to sail in. The end of the Pirate Jamboree. Did you like the story? Yeah? That book is one of my favorite books because it makes me laugh on all the pictures, and the kids have a really strong imagination. So I want you to think to yourself a couple questions. Well, if you retold that story, what would you say? So, in the Pirate Jamboree, what would you say? You can pause this video after I ask these questions, and you can talk about this with your mom and dad too, or with whoever's reading the story, or with yourself. You could talk to yourself. I talk to myself all the time. Setting. What was the setting of the story? For most of it, there can be more than one setting too. So what was the setting of the story? Who are the characters of the story? There were lots of characters. I wonder if you remember who was in each ship. The problem. What was the problem in the story? The problem happened pretty late in this story. I'd say the middle was more like over here, right? Because the problem didn't happen until somebody came to say something. It was on the person's sail, too. And then what were the events in the story? What happened in the beginning? What happened in the middle? What happened at the end? And then at the end, what is the solution? How do they solve the problem? Is there a message in the story? It's a message that I'm sure all your moms want you to know, and your dads, and whoever lives at home with you, that you need to make sure that something stays clean. And especially when you're at home. I'm even struggling with this, trying to make sure that my own room stays clean. But what do you think the message is of the story? And just so you guys know, I can post both of these pictures. I talked about making inferences a lot in that story. So those are things that there are clues that help you find out what the author isn't saying. So clues that you know from the book, and then what you think you know because of that. So an example would be Pegleg was the only pirate who had to wait for Mrs. Jones to come. It didn't say who Mrs. Jones was to Pegleg, but even though it didn't say that from the book, I know that the clue that I had was that Pegleg had to stick around for Mrs. Jones, which means I think Mrs. Jones must be his mom. If you said mom, you would be right on that. So I think Mrs. Jones is Pegleg's mom. That would be making an inference in that story. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book. It was very fun to read with you guys again today, and I will be reading more books until we are back in school. And you can always read books from your library at home if you have any books at home. Or there's lots and lots and lots of people reading books online right now. So if you just Google online read alouds, you'll probably find tons of stuff. So I miss you guys. I hope everybody's taking care of themselves and staying healthy, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.